do you mean by de Moivre's theorem? So our second module, that is complex number, into this our first concept is de Moivre's theorem. What do you mean by de Moivre's theorem? Right? So de Moivre's theorem says that for any rational number, n, the value or one of the value of cos of theta plus I into sine of theta raised to whole n is equal to cos of n theta plus I into sine of n theta. So for any rational number n, the value of one of the value of cos theta plus I sine theta raised to n is cos of n theta plus I sine of n theta. The proof is not expected, only the statement we have to understand and remember, right? So this is the statement, right? So for example, using this theorem, we can write down, for example, say cos of theta plus I into sine of theta raised to 4, according to this theorem, is nothing but cos of 4 theta plus I into sine of 4 theta. Okay. Similarly, cos of pi by 3 plus I into sine of pi by 3 raised to say 3 is nothing but cos of 3 into pi by 3 plus I into sine of 3 into pi by 3. As you can see, we can cancel 3 and 3. So this equation actually becomes cos of pi plus I into sine of pi, right? According to this theorem. All right. Cos pi is -1, sin pi is 0. So this is -1 plus I into 0. So the value is -1, right? Similarly, we can solve other equations as well, right? There is one corollary based on this. Corollary 1, it says that if z is equal to cos theta plus I into sine of theta, then 1 upon z is nothing but 1 upon cos theta plus I sine theta. But as you know that denominator में complex number है ना, is not a standard form. So we have to simplify this and then cross multiply them. So this will be cos theta minus I sine theta divided by cos theta minus I sine theta. If I simplify them, denominator become cos square theta plus sine square theta, because I square is -1. So minus of -1 become plus. So cos square theta plus sine square theta. So actual में your equation becomes 1 upon z as cos of theta. Here we have to write minus. Let me erase this because we are multiplying this by its complex conjugate. So cos theta minus. So 1 upon z is nothing but cos of theta minus I into sine of theta. This is the corollary, right? Similarly, we have certain results. Let us say Corollary number two, that cos of theta minus I into sine of theta raised to n. Of course, this will be nothing but cos of n theta minus I into sine of n theta. What exactly happens? You are just multiplying to this theta by this n, right? Therefore, cos of theta minus I into sine of n theta, right? And therefore, for example, you can write down that cos of theta minus I into sine of theta raised to 6 is nothing but cos of 6 theta minus I into sine of 6 theta. Right? Similarly, you can solve for other equations as well. Next important thing is, if z is equal to cos theta plus I sine theta, cos of theta plus I into sine of theta, then z raised to n, that is nothing but cos theta plus I sine theta raised to n, will become cos of n theta plus I sine of n theta using de Moivre's theorem. Right? Similarly, z raised to minus n will become cos of n theta minus I into sine of n theta. Right? So there are various corollaries for solving or for using by using the de Moivre's theorem. Right? So without dealing, let us start with the examples. Example number 1. Simplify cos theta, cos of 3 theta plus I into sine of 3 theta into cos of theta minus I into sine of theta divided by cos of 5 theta minus I into sine of 5 theta. Now we have to simplify this question, right? डिनोमिनेटर में कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर आ गया है, वो भी एक स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म नहीं है, तो इन सब चीजों को सिंप्लीफाई करना है, राइट? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, cos of 3 theta plus I sine of 3 theta, using de Moivre's theorem, I can write down this as cos of 3 theta plus I into sine of 3 theta, can also be written as cos theta plus I into sine of theta raised to 3. As you can see, यहां से यहां पे भी जा सकते हैं. cos of n theta plus I sin of n theta को आप cos theta plus I sin of cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n कर सकते हैं. वैसे ही हमने यहाँ पे भी किया है. cos 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta है, उसको मैंने सिंप्लीफाई करके ऐसा लिख दिया है, cos theta plus I sin theta raised to 3, बिकॉज ये 3 और ये 3 को raised to पावर में लिया यूजिंग de Moivre's theorem, राइट? सिमिलरली यहाँ पे this I can write down as cos theta minus I sin theta, I sin theta. इसको मैं can I write down this as cos theta plus I sin theta raised to minus 1. Why? Because using the corollary number 1, as you can see, this one cos theta plus I sin theta, then 1 upon z is cos theta minus I sin theta. So using this, we can solve by corollary number 2 that cos of theta minus I sin theta can also be written as cos n theta minus I sin n theta. In this case, what will happen? This is cos of minus theta minus I into sine of minus theta, right? Cos minus theta is cos theta and sine minus theta is minus sine theta. So that minus and this minus become plus, right? And therefore this term also simplified. Now we will simplify this term as well. Cos 5 theta minus I into sine of 5 theta. Again, I can write down this term as cos theta plus I into sine of theta, but here it was minus. यहाँ पे माइनस होना चाहिए था लेकिन मैंने प्लस लिया है, सो मुझे यहाँ पे माइनस रेज टू -5 करना होगा, राइट? अगेन this term and this step using corollary and this step using by de Moivre's theorem, right? And therefore using these terms our equation becomes expression or example equal to cos theta plus I into sine of theta raised to 3 cos theta plus I into sine of theta raised to -1 divided by cos theta plus I sin theta raised to -5, right? Now simplify this. As you can see here, it is cos theta plus I sin theta. Here it is cos theta plus I sin theta. Here it is cos theta plus I sin theta raised to -1. Can I write down by law of indices, as bases are same, the indices must be added. 3 minus 1 will be 2. So this equation numerator में बनेगी cos theta plus I into sine of theta raised to 2 divided by, in the denominator it is cos theta plus I sin theta raised to -5. If you shift this term in the numerator, it will become +5 raised to +5, and therefore your final answer will be cos theta plus I into sine of theta raised to 2 into cos theta plus I into sine of theta raised to 5. By law of indices, 2 plus 5 will be 7, as bases are same. So your final answer will be cos theta plus I into sine of theta raised to 7. So this is how we can simplify any equation. The next question is, if z is equal to -1 plus I root 3 and n is an integer, then prove that z raised to 2n plus 2 raised to n into z raised to n plus 2 raised to 2n is equal to 0 if n is not a multiple of 3, right? So first of all, as it is given that z is nothing but -1 plus I into root 3, right? Now this -1, if you want to find, as already told, r is nothing but under root x square plus y square, and theta is nothing but tan inverse of y upon x, right? So r for this, x is nothing but -1, y is nothing but root 3, as z is nothing but x plus iy. Is it right? And therefore value of r will be under root -1 square plus root 3 square. That will be nothing but 1 plus 3, that is root 4, that is nothing but 2. So r is 2, and theta, for theta, tan inverse of y is root 3 upon -1, right? But that is nothing but 2 pi by 3. Is it right? Tan inverse of minus root 3 is 2 pi by 3. And therefore, as we all know that z can be written as in polar form as r into cos theta plus I into sine of theta, can I write down this z as -1 plus I root 3 as r is nothing but 2 inside the bracket cos theta, cos of 2 pi by 3 plus I into sine of 2 pi by 3. यहां तक अगर आपको समझ में आ गया तो इजी हो जाएगा क्वेश्चन। यहां तक क्लियर है क्या सबको? ये हमने प्री रिक्विजिट देखा था, यहाँ पे r इज नथिंग बट अंडर रूट एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर, आर्ग्यूमेंट एंड, और एक कौन सी कॉन्सेप्ट थी आपकी? आर्ग्यूमेंट एंड क्या बताया था? मॉड्यूलस, राइट? सो r is modulus and argument is theta. So using that concept, we have constructed z in terms of polar coordinate, right? Now z is equal to this. आपको z raised to 2 फाइंड आउट करना है, z raised to then z raised to n भी चाहिए, right? So continuing on the next page, we have z is 2 into cos of 2 pi by 3 plus I into sine of 2 pi by 3, right? So if z is this, then what will be z raised to n? Z raised to n will be 2 raised to n, or you can use the de Moivre's theorem. This will be 2 into cos of 2 pi by 3 plus I into sine of 2 pi by 3 raised to n. But as you can see, 2 raised to n will become 2 raised to n. So this will be z raised to n is equal to 2 raised to n, and using de Moivre's theorem, n will be multiplied to these theta, and therefore this will become cos of 2n pi by 3 plus I into sine of 2n pi by 3 using de Moivre's theorem. So you have z raised to n, z, right? Similarly, you want 1 upon z, right? Simplify this. What will be 1 upon z if z is this? Just the sign of this quantity will become minus, right? And therefore we have this will be 1 upon z. This will become 1 upon 2 into cos of 2 pi by 3 plus I into sine of 2 pi by 3. I have just written it in the denominator, this z. But we all know that 1 upon 2 will be as it is. But this quantity, after simplifying, it will become cos of 2 pi by 3 minus I into sine of 2 pi by 3. Using this corollary. Which one? This one. Let me go back to here. You can see if z is this, then z raised to minus n is minus cos theta, or you can say this one. Z is cos theta plus I sin theta, 1 upon z is cos theta minus I sin theta. Is it clear? And therefore we have, continuing this will become 1 upon, if 1 upon z is this, then I want 1 upon z raised to n. Why we are doing this? We have to find, or we have to show that this quantity z raised to 2n plus 2 raised to n into z raised to n plus 2 raised to 2n is equal to 0, right? So for that, we are just finding the terms. 1 upon z raised to n will become 1 upon 2 raised to n, because इसका भी क्या होगा, raised to power n होगा, जैसे यहाँ पे हुआ है. So this will become 1 upon 2 raised to n, और यहाँ पे होगा cos of 2n pi by 3 minus I into sine of 2n pi by 3, right? So this is 1 upon z raised to n. Now what I will do, I will simplify this term. I will shift this on the left hand side. So this will become z raised to n divided by 2 raised to n is equal to, what will happen? This will be cos 2n pi by 3, cos of 2n pi by 3 plus I into sine of 2n pi by 3, right? From this equation. Similarly, this equation, if you say यहाँ पे this 2 raised to n, if I shift on the left hand side, this will become, go in the numerator, and therefore this will become 2 raised to n. 2 raised to n divided by z raised to n is nothing but cos of 2n pi by 3 minus I into sine of 2n pi by 3, right? Now adding these two, as you can see, these two terms will get cancelled. If I add these two, then these two will get cancelled. So we have z raised to n upon 2 raised to n plus 2 raised to n, 2 raised to n upon z raised to n will become 2 cos of 2n pi by 3, 2 cos of 2n pi by 3, as these term and this term will get cancelled, right? and therefore we have a quantity say z raised to n. अब ये क्यों कर रहे हैं हम लोग? If I cross multiply these two terms, this will become z raised to 2n plus 2 raised to, here it will become 2 into 2 raised to n, right? And then यहाँ पे हमको देखना पड़ेगा simplification करके. For that I will shift on the next page. If value of k is an integer, k is an integer and n is equal to 3k, n is equal to 3k for our simplification purpose, then cos of 2n pi by 3 becomes cos of 2n into 3k. So 3 get cancelled, so this will become 2k pi, and we all know that 2k pi or 2n pi is nothing but 1, right? And therefore if k is integer, n is equal to 3k, then this equation on the previous page, this equation will become 2 into 1, that is 2. So this will become z raised to n divided by 2 raised to n plus 2 raised to n divided by z raised to n is equal to 2, right? Similarly, if n is equal to, if n is equal to 3k plus 1, n is equal to 3 के लिए आप 3k plus 1 ले रहे हैं हम लोग, so आपको क्या मिलेगा? cos of 2n pi by 3 will become cos of 2k pi plus 2 pi by 3, 2k pi plus pi by 3, but that is nothing but cos of 2 pi by 3, right? And that is nothing but -1. ये क्यों करना है? बिकॉज हमको बताना है कि इनका एडिशन जो है वो 0 आता है, ये -1/2 है, राइट? सिमिलरली अगर मैं n की वैल्यू और एक बार चेंज करता हूं, इफ n इज इक्वल टू, मैं एक और बार एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, 3k plus 2, then cos of 2n pi divided by 3 will become cos of, यहाँ पे नहीं समझ में आया होगा तो यहाँ पे करता हूं मैं, this will be 2n 2 into 3k plus 2 into pi by 3. Simplify this, this will be nothing but cos of 6k by 3 plus 4 pi by 3. अगर मैं 3 सेपरेट करता हूं तो 3 2s are 6, so this will be, और pi यहाँ पे भी मल्टीप्लाई है तो यहाँ पे भी होगा pi मल्टीप्लाई, so this will become cos of 2k pi plus 4 pi by 3. 4 pi by 3 plus 2k pi will become, 2k pi plus theta is cos theta, so this will be cos of 4 pi by 3, but that is nothing but -1/2, right? As you can notice, n is equal to, n is not multiple of 3 बोला है हमको, right? And therefore हमने 3 से आगे के लिए n is not multiple of 3, तो हमको आंसर 0 बताना है. And if n is not multiple of 3, if n is not multiple of 3, then call this 1 and call this 2. From 1 and 2, what will happen? Z raised to n by 2 raised to n plus 2 raised to n by z raised to n is equal to 2 into -1/2, but that will be nothing but -1, and therefore cross multiply them, क्या हो जाएगा? Z raised to n into z raised to n plus 2 raised to n into 2 raised to n divided by 2 raised to n into z raised to n is equal to -1. Simplify them, this will be z raised to 2n plus, यहाँ पे क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई किया हमने, 2 raised to n, 2 raised to n will become 2 raised to 2n, so this will be plus 2 raised to 2n इक्वल टू, यहाँ पे जो टर्म है डिनोमिनेटर की उसको राइट हैंड साइड शिफ्ट कर लेता हो, दिस विल बिकम 2 रेज टू n, माइनस साइन रहेगा 2 रेज टू n इंटू z रेज टू n। अगर मैं इसको लेफ्ट हैंड साइड लेके आता हूं तो ये बनेगा z रेज टू 2n प्लस 2 रेज टू 2n इंटू z रेज टू n, ये वाली टर्म इंटू, एक मिनट है, यहाँ पे 2 रेज टू n होगा, सो ये बन जाएगा 2 रेज टू n इंटू z रेज टू n प्लस 2 रेज टू 2n, और राइट हैंड साइड पे कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा तो 0 हो जाएगा। सो इफ n इज नॉट मल्टीपल ऑफ 3, देन फ्रॉम 1n to the value of quantity z raised to 2n plus 2 raised to n into z raised to n plus 2 raised to 2n becomes 0. Note that next question. Next question, example number 2. Start the recording. If alpha and beta are the root of the equation x square minus 2 root 3x plus 4 equal to 0, then we have to prove that alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. So first of all, we have to solve the quadratic equation and find the roots, and then the roots, of course this is a quadratic equation, so there will be two roots, and then we'll take their cubes and then add and check whether the result is equal to 0 or not. So first of all, as you can notice, this is a quadratic equation, so the formula is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? So that will be nothing but, according to this is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, right? A is 1, b is minus 2 root 3, and c is 4. And therefore, this quadratic equation will become minus b, that is minus of minus 2 root 3. So that will be nothing but minus 2 root 3 plus minus under root b square, that is 2 root 3 whole square, minus 4 into a, that is 1 into c, that is 4. Simplify this, divided by 2 into a. 2 into a is 1. Simplify this will be 2 root 3 plus minus under root, this is 4 into 3, that is 12. 12 minus 16 divided by 2. Again, simplify this, you will get the root as 2 root 3 plus minus under root 12 minus 16 is how much? Minus 4, no? Divided by 2. As you can see, minus 4 can be written as 2 root 3 plus minus 2 into I, or I into 2, because under root minus 4 can also be written as, under root minus 4 can also be written as under root 4 into I. 4 under root 4 is 2, and root I, into minus 1 now. So that will be say 2I, I guess. Minus 4I is 2I, under root minus 1 is I. So this will be, let me erase this. This will be minus 4 into minus 1. So you can write down this as 2 into I, right? Divided by 2. Now this will give you root 3 plus minus into I. So this is the roots. These are the roots. First root is alpha is equal to root 3 plus I, and second is, but these are the roots but not in standard form, because we want the root in polar coordinate. So for that, what we'll do, we'll first of all write down z is equal to r into cos theta plus I into sin theta, and then r is under root x square plus y square, theta is tan inverse of y upon x. So this will be nothing but r is equal to under root, here x is root 3, its square, plus y is 1, so 1 square, Simplify this. This will be under root 3 plus 1, that is root 4, that is 2. So r is 2. And what about theta? Theta is tan inverse of y upon x. Y is 1 divided by x is root 3. 1 upon root 3. Tan inverse of 1 upon root 3 is pi by 6. So that will be pi by 6. And therefore, continuing on the next page, we have your x, that is nothing but root of 3 plus minus I, can also be written as r into r, that is 2 into root 3 by 2 into cos of pi by 6. Just a second. All right. So cos of pi by 6 plus minus I into sin of pi by 6. क्या ये स्टेप आपको समझ में आ गई है क्या, बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स? Right. So we have simplifying this. This will be nothing but, if x is this, so alpha will be, alpha is 2 into cos of pi by 6 plus I into sin of pi by 6. This will be your value of alpha, and beta will be 2 into cos of pi by 6 minus I into sin of pi by 6. Now you have to take their cube and then add and check the corresponding result. If it is 0, then your answer is, or your answer is complete, right? So first of all, alpha cube. अब alpha cube क्या होगा? 2 raised to 3 into cos of 3 into pi by 6. Using de Moivre's theorem, we have to solve. So this will be cos 3 pi by 6 plus I sin 3 pi by 6. That will be cos pi by 2, right? Plus sin pi by 2. So alpha cube will be cos of, I will directly write alpha cube plus beta cube. So that will be nothing but 2 raised to 3. 2 raised to 3 will be common to both, because यहाँ पे भी 2 raised to 3 आ रहा है, यहाँ पे भी 2 raised to 3 आ रहा है. यहाँ पे ब्रैकेट में होगा cos of pi by 2. Why? Because cos 3 pi by 6 हो रहा है, that is 3 और 6 cancel हो जाएंगे. Pi by 2 plus I into sin of pi by 2. Right? Then again यहाँ पे भी cos of 3 pi by 2. Again cos pi by 2 बन जाएगा. Cos pi by 2 minus I into sin of pi by 2. Simplify this. I sin pi by 2 and I sin minus I sin pi by 2 get cancelled. So your final answer will be 2 raised to 3 into 2 cos of pi by 2. What is cos pi by 2? But that is 0. So your final answer will be 0. This is what we have to prove, and hence proved. Right? Similarly, if someone asks you find alpha cube minus beta cube, then in that case again you have to subtract these two. 2 raised to 3 आ जाएगा ब्रैकेट में. यहाँ पे होगा cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2 minus cos of pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. तो इस केस में cos pi by 2 कैंसिल हो जाएगा और मिलेगा क्या आपको? 2I sin pi by 2. 2 raised to 3 into 2I sin pi by 2. I can write down here 2I sin of pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1. 2 into 2I. 2 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 2I. So that will be 2 raised to 4 into I. That is 69. अगर क्वेश्चन आता है कि फाइंड अल्फा क्यूब माइनस बीटा क्यूब, आपको बस यहाँ पे क्या करना होता है? इसका रेस्ट टू 3 पावर करो और इसका रेस्ट टू 3 पावर करो और दोनों का सब्ट्रैक्शन करो. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubt? Resume. So this is the question. If alpha is 1 plus I, beta is 1 minus I, and cot theta is x plus 1, then prove that x plus alpha raised to n minus x plus beta raised to n is alpha minus beta into sine of n theta into cosec raised to n theta. Right? So x is cot theta minus 1, alpha is 1 plus I. So therefore, if we add them, then it will become cot of theta minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled plus I as it is. Right? So cot theta plus I, can I write this as cot theta can be written as cos upon sine. sin theta plus I sin theta upon sin theta. Can I write it? Right? Denominator अगर sin theta कैंसिल करेंगे तो I आ जाएगा और cos upon sin is cot. So can I write this as cos of theta plus I into sin of theta divided by sin of theta because denominator same है आपका. Right? अगर मैं इसका रेस टू n करता हूं तो क्या बन जाएगा x प्लस अल्फा रेस टू n. दैट विल बी नथिंग बट क्या हो जाएगा कोस यहाँ पे बन जाएगा साइन रेस टू n डिनोमिनेटर में. दिस विल बी 1 अपॉन यहाँ पे होगा cos ऑफ थीटा प्लस i साइन ऑफ थीटा रेस टू n डिवाइड बाय साइन रेस टू n थीटा. 1 अपॉन साइन रेस टू n कैन बी रिटन एज कोसेक क्योंकि हमको कोसेक यहाँ पे चाहिए तो कोसेक रेस टू n थीटा हो जाएगा इनटू इसको बोल देंगे हम लोग cos ऑफ n थीटा प्लस आई साइन ऑफ n थीटा. क्यों? बिकॉज यूजिंग डी मोवियस थ्योरम. राइट? सिमिलरली आपको x प्लस बीटा भी चाहिए. सो सिमिलरली x प्लस बीटा रेस टू n. बीटा क्या है आपका? यहाँ पे है और x है यहाँ पे. एडिंग देम दिस विल बिकम cot थीटा माइनस आई. राइट? अगेन इसको भी ऐसे ही लिख सकते हैं आप सिमिलर वे में. सो यहाँ पे होगा cos थीटा अपॉन साइन थीटा माइनस आई इंटू साइन थीटा अपॉन साइन थीटा. यहाँ पे बन जाएगा cos ऑफ थीटा माइनस आई इंटू साइन ऑफ थीटा डिवाइड बाय साइन थीटा. राइट? अगेन रेस टू n करना है आपको. आप नेक्स्ट स्टेप में करना है इसको रेस टू n. सो रेस टू n करेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा x प्लस बीटा रेस टू n इज इक्वल टू ये बन जाएगा 1 अपॉन साइन रेस टू n दैट इज कोसेक रेस टू n थीटा इंटू cos ऑफ n थीटा minus I into sin of n theta. Right? Now we have to subtract them. According to the question, we have to subtract them. So we have, continuing on next page, x plus alpha raised to n minus x plus beta raised to n. It will be nothing but cosec raised to n दोनों में भी है. So this will be cosec raised to n theta. ब्रैकेट में क्या हो रहा है? cos of n theta plus i sin n theta और cos of n theta minus i sin theta sin n theta. तो minus i sin n theta and plus i sin n theta कैंसिल हो जाएगा. बचेगा आपके पास क्या? सॉरी यहाँ पे लिख देता हूं मैं cos of n theta plus i sin of n theta plus minus cos of n theta minus minus plus i sin of n theta. तो यहाँ पे ये दोनों कैंसिल हो जाएंगे और फाइनल आंसर आपको मिलेगा कोसेक रेस टू n थीटा इंटू 2i साइन ऑफ n थीटा. क्या यही प्रूफ करना था हमको? यस. राइट? ये नहीं प्रूफ करना है हमको, आगे जाना है और यहां तक आ गया मेरे ख्याल से अभी. नाउ कंटिन्यूइंग दिस similar, but alpha minus beta is what? But alpha minus beta is nothing but alpha is 1 plus I minus sin beta is 1 minus I. So this will be nothing but I get 1 get cancel and this will become 2i. Right? And therefore instead of 2i can I write down alpha minus beta? So this is x plus alpha raised to n minus x plus beta raised to n is equal to alpha minus beta into sine of n theta into cosec raised to n theta. So यही हमको प्रूफ करना था, cosec raised to n into theta. Right? Hence proved. Similarly, अगर आपको पूछा गया कि सब्ट्रैक्शन की जगह पे एडिशन करो, similarly we can prove that x plus alpha raised to n plus lx plus beta raised to n, then in that case it will be nothing but alpha plus beta into cosec raised to n theta into cos of theta. So ये भी आप प्रूफ कर सकते हो. Right? So this is all about de Moivre's theorem and its examples. In the next lecture, we'll start with the next topic. That is nothing but expansion of sine n theta and cos of n theta in powers of sine and cos. So I think for today's lecture, this is